my name is PRADHAN and I'm currently pursuing a master's in bioinformatics at Center for Postgraduate Studies under Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology. Today I'll be presenting on the paper Identification and Characterization of Lysophosphatidyl-choline 14.8 as a biomarker for drug-induced lung disease. So, a bit of background about the corresponding author. The corresponding author of this paper is Dr. Masayuki Hanaoka. He is a professor at the first department of internal medicine, Shinshu University School of Medicine at Matsumoto, Japan. And his areas of research primarily include pulmonary edema, emphysema, immunoglobulin 4 related diseases, endoscopy, and lung transplant. Now, he has currently 226 publications and was part of one clinical trial as well. Here are some other works under the guidance of Dr. Masayuki Hanaoka. So let's go to the background of literature. Now, in this paper, the targeted disease was drug-induced interstitial lung disease, and it's caused by the inflammation of lung interstitium, which is a collection of support tissues in the lungs. And this inflammation was caused due to drug exposure. And there are over 380 drugs which can cause this inflammation. And these drugs also include chemotherapy agents and monoclonal antibodies. Now, the variability of this disease complicates its diagnosis and differentiation from other lung diseases. So, for differentiating it from other lung diseases, the biomarkers were targeted targeted in this paper. So, what are biomarkers? Now, biomarkers are measurable indicators of some biological state or condition. And in this paper, the biomarkers KL6 and SPD were referred to as the previous biomarkers, which had been used and are still used as biomarkers for lung diseases, but they are not effective in case of all the diseases, as they do not discriminate between the diseases. So here, a specific biomarker was tried to obtain to differentiate it from other lung diseases. And in this paper, a focus on lysophosphatidyl-choline was done as potential biomarkers. So let's go to study objectives and methodology. So in this study, the subjects were patients with acute and recovery phase DILD and patients with other lung diseases. Now, these patients were recruited from Shinshu University, Nippon Medical School University, and healthy volunteers, which were the DILD tolerant people, were recruited from the Yaesu Sakura Dori Clinic. Now, from these patients, from these subjects, the blood samples were drawn and they were centrifuged to collect the plasma from their blood. And this plasma was stored at -80 degrees Celsius within 2 to 4 hours of drawing their blood. Then these samples were subjected to lipidomics analysis, in which liquid chromatography and mass spectrometry were used to analyze the lipids present in this plasma samples. So, following the lipidomics analysis, statistical analysis methods such as student t-test, ANOVA, and ROC analysis were performed to obtain the concentration in different plasma samples and in different patient conditions. So, lipid as candidate biomarkers with DILD, and for DILD with LPCs, which are lysophosphatidyl-choline, showing the most promising results. And LPC showed significant decrease in acute phase compared to the recovery and the DILD tolerant phase. So, what did they do to validate these LPCs? Because there were 8 of them. So, these LPCs were subjected to different analysis further to obtain their ROC curves, and they were also subjected in comparison to KL6 and SPD biomarkers. So LPD14 was one of these 8 lipids which showed highest discriminative ability between acute and recovery phase, and it also correlated with disease severity regardless of the drug that the patient was exposed to, or what. So LPC-14 uh, was effective in discriminating DILD from other lung diseases, and it outperformed previous biomarkers such as KL6 and SPD, which was the result of this analysis. So here are some figure graphs. So as you can see, the ROC curve and the AUC value of LPC-14 in both is quite high and much better than all the other cases. Similarly, here in case of the comparing LPC-14 with SPD and KL6, the concentration of LPD is also pretty high and much better in comparison to the KL6 and SPD biomarkers. So this helped these researchers to focus on LPD for LPC. Thus, they came to the conclusion that LPC-14 is a novel high-performance biomarker for DILD, and it offers better specificity and discriminative ability than existing biomarkers, and it also gave better specificity and discriminative ability than the other seven LPCs. So, what were the key findings? First is lipidomics analysis, in which 396 plasma samples were screened and the lipid samples were analyzed, and these samples were from a range of patients subjects such as the acute DILD patients, recovery phase DILD patients, and DILD tolerant groups. And their analysis revealed that LPCs were significantly low in concentration in the plasma of patients with acute phase DILD compared to those in recovery and tolerant phase. Now, LPC-14 was one of these 8 LPCs which demonstrated the highest ability to distinguish between acute phase DILD and recovery and DILD tolerant cases. And it was associated with the severity of the symptoms and was able to differentiate DILD from other lung diseases. So, clinical relevance. Now, LPC-14 was a potential biomarker showing its better performance as in comparison to KL6 and SPD from distinguishing DILD from other conditions. So, LP14 was not affected by the BMI, the patient background, the disease background of the patients, and other drugs that the patients were exposed to. Regardless of any of the external events, LPC-14 gave a better result in comparison to traditional biomarkers like KL6 and SPD-14. So what were the learnings of them? Now, I as a bioinformatics student never thought that lipids could be used to target diseases. And here, while studying this paper, I learned that lipids have been used and have been targeted quite several times previously as well to target diseases. So lipidomics analysis was a breakthrough for me, and was a new horizon that I never thought of. And in this study, they not only used lipids of the plasma from 396 patients, but also successfully studied and analyzed them to find the best biomarkers which could help target DILD disease and studies for further drug therapies. So what are the future prospects? Now, lipid LPC-14, which is a promising biomarker, could enhance DILD diagnosis, differentiating it from other lung diseases, and this can help and if we integrate these biomarkers in other diagnostic protocols, then it can help us in finding out and early detection of DILD in patients and humans. Thank you. That's all.